What's up, MVBs?
MVP.
Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. I hope everyone is feeling...
Not betrayed because METALBABE won't let me eat Doritos, and I'm pissed.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's true, actually. Very true.
Yeah.
But yeah, on today's video, it's a special video because, well, first off, it's an MVB video, meaning our patrons voted in this week's poll, which is a much different category of music for the channel.
Okay, what is it?
We went punk.
Okay.
So the winner of the week's poll was obviously Dead Kennedys Hotel in Cambodia.
Holiday.
Oh, Holiday. My bad.
Holiday in Cambodia. That sounds fun.
It's crazy. Like, in the list of songs that I put up like a bunch of bands that I knew and grew up with. Like, there was like No Effects, Rancid, and stuff. Like, those were like the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater days. My brothers used to listen to a whole bunch of punk, so I kind of grew up with punk.
Okay.
But I've never really properly checked out Dead Kennedys. I remember like listening to like some songs, but I totally forget what it sounded like. So this is a new song for me and for you too.
Okay.
How much punk do you know?
I'm gonna go with none.
So yeah, it's gonna sound probably raw and very old school in my opinion. I think this song came out in 1980.
What was that? Who's 19 Eddie?
A little bit tired here, guys. 1980 for my quick research, and it has to do
1980?
Yeah, look.
It was May 1980. That's when it was released, and it's a B-side for Police Truck from the album Fresh Fruit for Rotting Vegetables.
What's the song about?
The song is an attack on stereotypical moralizing privileged American college students. Okay.
All right, well, I'm down to listen to it, and I think that's enough chit-chat, right?
Yep.
Let's
effing do it. Oh, wow.
Everyone outside you, 'cause they ask for the best so you can get rich. The boss gets it, sure I do. Oh, it's hot with a gun in your back. Oh, the rest today. Slave and soldiers, don't you stop. And it's good out of state. Now you can go where people are white. Now you can go where they get things done. What you got done. What you need.
Okay, that's it.
That actually, now I understand the video, because I remember reading about something about how the U.S. was testing, I don't know if it was napalm or mustard gas, but I know it was like biochemical warfare in Cambodia. But that was happening like a long time, well, not long time ago, but it was happening.
Was it kind of like affecting its troops and like giving them PTSD?
No, it was affecting the people in Cambodia. It was literally
Okay.
like killing, and it was maiming them because I don't know if it was napalm, but like their skin was literally like falling off of their like bodies. Children, people, doesn't matter, like everybody. I remember reading something about that.
I'm getting confused. It could be the same thing, but I have to double check. But Jacob's Ladder, a really good horror movie, has to do with that. I'm trying to remember if it was Vietnam or Cambodia, but something about that issue.
I'm not too sure, but anyways, on to the song. Yeah, that was a little dated, but yeah. It's so hard to dissect because I'm like, this is not something that I would listen to. This is not something that, is this like the recorded, like this is what they did in studio? Like, is this what this is?
This is what I'm assuming, because punk is so raw sounding. That's what I was trying to explain at the beginning. It is so muddy, not clean, plain. And there's something that you got to admire about that, because when we listen to all the metal that we do, everything is like so perfect. Like, it almost kind of robotic. Where like the punk days, it was like sloppy guitar playing a little bit, but like it still sounds good. And like for its time, it was just kind of like screw boundaries, right? Like don't do what everyone else is doing. It would sound noisy, and it was meant to piss off people. But now we listen to like death metal, and that just pisses off people now, right? So this sounds a lot way soft in comparison to the stuff that we listen to on this channel.
Yeah, this was definitely an interesting ride. Will I give this another listen? Absolutely not. But it was a nice ride to enjoy while I was on it.
Not going to lie, it's not one of my favorite punk songs I've ever heard. And I do like punk, but I mean, it is a little bit dated. It's something I feel like you need to
grow up with,
yeah. Or it's tough. It is tough. Because like there is some punk that I like, and the reason why I like it, like No Effect's Sticking to My Eye, which was in the poll, it was going to be a Girlfriend Reacts. Well, I've never seen the video. But I mean, if that song won, you would have hated it too. But I'm familiar with it, and it sounds dated too and stuff. But like I like that song just because I grew up with it, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So I just read this first comment here saying that that this person's 53 years old, and they said, I wish some of you guys saw them in their heyday. Holy crap, because they were absolutely unreal, which is awesome because like, you know, it's great to know that, you know, back then they were super like hip and awesome and you know, and great in the scene. Did this age well? I don't know. I can't, like you said, I think it's something that you need to grow up with, and as a first time listen, it's a no for me. It's a no for me, dog.
I wonder it's a no for me, dog. I wonder, is punk dead?
Well, if it is, they beat it. They beat it with a stick.
No, well, like it's a common thing that people say. They even say the same thing about metal. Is metal dying too?
Metal's not dying. Metal's like right on the uprise, I think.
Yeah, well, there's even like tours, like Warped Tour is like dying out now too. It makes you kind of wonder, is like the genre just kind of dying as a whole?
Maybe
like,
it's because the crowd got older.
Yeah, there was a time where like the punk that I'm familiar with, the skate punk in the 90s and early 2000s, that's non-existent anymore. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of gone now. And like I'm kind of out of the new punk scene, but I think there are some new bands. Palal Royal, I think, is a band that is punk. Cool. So I've been told.
Okay.
But yeah, no, this song, definitely there's a character to it. It kind of reminds me, since I'm only like, I'm a millennial, okay? But like, it reminds me of like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater or something, like one of the old school tracks that would come up on the soundtrack.
Okay.
But yeah, that's our first impressions of Dead Kennedys holiday in Cambodia. I got to give a special shout out to the MVB. Okay, special shout out to Adam C, Alec S, Alex B, Alex C, Alucard 5, Andrew S, Andrew W, Andromeda, Anthony R, Austin A, Bam Reacts, Baylor Y, Born Osiris, Brandon L, Bryce S, Camden S.
KCW, Chandler R, Christian D, Christian R, Christopher R, Chuckles, Cody R, Cadman 42, Daniel ML, Daniel S, Dominic S, Efren R, Elijah S, Eric A, Fabian D, Hanker.
Howard B, Ian C, Ian S, J, Jake H, Jen G, Jeanette S, Jen G, John G, Jordan D, Jordan N, Jordan R, Kyle D, Laura C2, Louis P, Mac M, Marco W, Mark V.
Martha R, Matt J, Meg S, Mike G, Mitchell, Moyes V, sorry if I butchered that, Nathan E, Nathan N, Neville A2, Nick the Big, Noah, Obusgate61, Ole E, Richard J, Robert B, Rob Zilla76, Ryan D, Sean C, Sebastian W, Shane F, Shane H, Schnugelheimer, Simon P, Spectre D, Spencer P, Stephen T, Taylor J, The Wolf, Tom KD, Tony K, Torrinth, Trent Y, Tristan M, Troy L, Vomit. That was a lot. That was a lot.
Thank you, MVBs. Thank you, subscribers. And thank you, newcomers, for checking this video out. But to everyone watching, if you have a song recommendation, then comment down below.
Spice up our life.
We want to hear
more punk.
Yeah, I'm down to hear more punk.
Okay.
I think 90s punk. Let's go above the 90s. We did 80s now.
90s, yeah.
Yeah, let's go 90s punk.
Cool.
All right. But on that, thank you for tuning in. Till next time.
Peace.